What's up, you guys? It's your girl back with another video, and yes, we are back after the horrible attempt at Vlogmas, which we're not going to talk about. If you guys are new, then welcome. Make sure you guys smash that subscribe button, like this video, and without further ado, let's get started. So I'm like a little nervous because I haven't filmed in so long. I've been creating content, but more like short form content, so YouTube shorts, reels. I've been going on TikTok, kind of just reposting what's on IG for TikTok. I'm learning to get a little more creative with my short form content, but I do want to post different content for TikTok and IG, so I'm trying to work on that. There's a lot going on. This is a much needed life update, and life has been lifing. There's nothing more I can say, so we're just gonna get into it. First things first, I just want to say thank you to everyone, all the ladies that have been supporting me on my social media, just being so encouraging and supportive of my content, interacting with my IG, even though we could get a little more interaction because I did do a Q&A and I only had a few questions, which we'll be answering here. So maybe we need some new followers that are gonna interact. So if you guys are watching this, follow the Instagram if you guys aren't following, because I do polls on IG and I kind of ask you guys what you guys want to see for content, and I just want to hear from the girlies and all that stuff. So yeah, just follow that if you aren't already. Yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a shout out. Love you girls. We're gonna start first off with, like I said, I've been super inconsistent with content just in general. It was very evident during Vlogmas. I only did a 12-day Vlogmas, and me being such a perfectionist, yeah, that's deleted on my YouTube channel already. So if you didn't see it, great. If you've seen it, great. But it's gone. And I don't think I'm a Vlogmas girly, and that's okay. So we're not a Vlogmas girly. I'm not going to stress myself out about it. It was getting a little stressful. I enjoyed it because I love Christmas, but I really enjoy Christmas so much that I'd just much rather enjoy it and maybe do a vlog here and there throughout the month of December, but cannot commit to a Vlogmas, so this is not the channel. This is not the channel. I wanted to touch base on my health and what's been going on with me. So recently I did find out that I had this condition called Hashimoto disease. And so Hashimoto disease, let me look it up so that I can make sure I'm giving you guys the right Hashimoto. So Hashimoto disease is an autoimmune disorder where the immune system attacks the thyroid, leading to hypothyroidism. It causes fatigue, weight gain, and cold sensitivity. So that's what I've kind of been dealing with. Recently found that out, I want to say maybe 2 to 3 months ago. I've been having thyroid issues, but it was narrowed down to Hashimoto. And life day to day with Hashimoto is a bit difficult because I'm just, like I said, fatigued, and I'm very inconsistent and have low energy. It affects your mood swings, so it's very difficult to get through the day often. And for the most part, I would say I'm a very independent person. I'm very independent. I'm a optimistic person. I feel that I can do anything that I can put my mind to, and I still believe that. However, with Hashimoto, I've recently been experiencing burnout to the point where I have no choice but to face it, and I'm just I'm stressed out, or I can't deal with this, or I'm overstimulated easily. And typically I am overstimulated easily, but I feel like I'm able to manage it much better without Hashimoto. So Hashimoto just makes that a little difficult. It pretty much just has been affecting how I run my business, to creating content, and like I said, mood swings and overall consistency. So it's just been super hard for your girl, and that's kind of what I've been dealing with on the low, and just, taking care of my body, taking care of my health. I've been in the gym a lot more, and, everything to do with my health. I'm really trying to switch up what I eat, and although I've been addicted to spicy noodles for the longest, it's one of the things that I've had a hard time cutting out because I crave it so often. And so I've been really looking for an alternative way of making it. So I'm on the pursuit for that and just haven't perfected that yet. So there's that, but super difficult. It's just impacted a lot of things in my life that I feel I haven't dealt with before. And I really don't blame everything on Hashimoto, but it definitely has made an impact for sure. For instance, I feel the impact with my relationship with Christ, not that I'm blaming Hashimoto, but let's just dive into that topic, I guess, where I'm now like feeling a lot more distant than I have been with Christ. I feel like the distance is because Hashimoto can definitely be contributing to that, but definitely because of like past church hurt or personal experiences, you could say, life stress. Like I said, life just be lifing. And yeah, I've just been feeling myself getting distant. But you know, recently I watched a movie. I watched this movie called The Case for Christ, and it's a 10 out of 10 movie. You have to watch it. The acting is so great, production is great, and it's a really good movie. So after that, I've kind of been more intrigued to just continue pursuing that relationship with Christ, getting closer, redefining what that relationship is like between me and God. And you know, it's not easy, but I'm definitely like aware and moving differently and at my own pace for the most part, in the most healthiest and genuine way that I can. But I'm just doing my best, and I'm not perfect, and that's where the consistency kind of like takes an effect, where that pursuit is not as consistent as I would like. So, you know, just slowly getting into the word more. I did get the book The Case for Christ because I wanted to read the words straight from Lee Strobel. I watched some of his sermons, which are really good, but I wanted to read his book because the movie was so good, and I'm like, the book has to be better. So I wanted to get the book, and I've just been getting in the word and reading that book, and I just started. I'm literally on like page 9, and just kind of getting in the word more with my husband and just as a unity as well. Fully trying to trust God through this process, but Jesus can take the wheel at this point, because that's how that's been going, that aspect of my life. Let's dive into the business. So Divine Vault has been going really well. Business is very steady online. And then again, like I said, the consistency does affect how I run the business and content create. So the business has been very steady. Pop-up events have been great. I couldn't ask for more. You guys are super supportive, so I really appreciate it. Anytime there's events, my girlies are reaching out to me so that I can participate, which is super nice. So grateful for you guys. And yeah, I appreciate all your help. And shout out to ChatGPT, because ChatGPT is low-key unofficially my business partner. Like, who else is addicted to ChatGPT? Like, it's actually crazy. So I use ChatGPT in that way, where ChatGPT knows everything about my business, like the ins and outs and what I need to do. And you know, it's one thing to consult with AI, but it's another to actually actively act on the plan that's laid out for you and just trying to get things done. So ChatGPT has been super helpful in guiding me in running Divine Vault. With running a business, the reality of it really is, it's not going to take a lot of your money, but it is going to take a lot of your time. And that's kind of the big struggle, is time managing, making the time, because although it's not burning a hole in my pocket, and we're making money, it's just like the time to commit to it and like look into the operations and all the analytics and all the reports and so on and so forth. Business owners, you know, it's been a journey, but we're getting there. And we actually have been in we'll be in business for a year in July. So I think we're doing pretty good. Next thing I wanted to talk about was prioritizing friendships and fellowship. And I'm looking at my notes because I had so much to catch up with you guys. So just, if that's why I'm glancing here, you know. I've just been trying to really prioritize like my friendships and my family, just making time. Like, I make time for my family because I'm on the phone with my sister every day, been talking with Mom Dukes and just keeping in touch with my brothers, but just definitely trying to prioritize my social life more, fellowship, just getting with other believers as well. And even like my non-believer friends, like just my friends in general, just making sure that like I'm a better friend, that I'm outreaching more often. You know, I acknowledge that oftentimes I do go MIA. Like, I'll just be MIA, doing my own thing. Like I said, just trying to get through the motions of life, like, you know. So yeah, I acknowledge sometimes I'm a little MIA. So I'm really trying to work on that aspect and just want to be more intentional with my friendships. But it's just super important that, like, you know, you give yourself self-love and grace as well, so that you can be present for those friendships and cater to those that also care about you, because it's great and it's one thing for them to reach out to you, but just to make it a two-way street so that, you know, everything's good on both ends. So yeah, working on that as well. So that's kind of like what I've been dealing with. Next topic I wanted to talk about was exciting news. What day is it today? Today's the 19th. So we're in the middle of March, and the end of this month, we'll be traveling to Dominican Republic. Your girl finally got her passport. This is a brand new passport. My first stamp will be to DR. I'm super excited. So I was so excited to just actually have a passport. Let me show you guys a photo, actually. 1 second. She's so cute, oficial, a nice new little passport. And this is the face card. Can you guys see it? So cute. I wanted to get like a little accessory thing for it too because it's a new passport. So yeah, we're going to DR. So Brian and I are going. We're going with a group of our friends. So we're really excited about that. Our first time in DR. So I'm really excited for that. Oh, why am I out of breath? And I'm really planning to shoot Divine Vault content while I'm out there. So I'm gonna have Brian like help me shoot content, like as far as like taking photos and videos of like jewelry, outfits that I wear, all that fun stuff. And then also I wanted to make the most out of this trip for the business as well, to get Larimar stones. And for those who don't know, Larimar is found in DR exclusively and typically is made for jewelry. So it's a beautiful stone. It almost mimics a clear blue ocean, and it's just so gorgeous. Like, so I'm really hoping that I can get someone to help me get some Larimar stones so that I can kind of like finesse and do my own jewelry with it, because that would be amazing. So that's the goal while I'm out there. I haven't packed yet. Maybe I'm definitely gonna vlog, I think, while I'm out there. So let's see how that goes. I really want to try to vlog. I'll show you guys what I'm packing, show you guys the outfits, all that cool stuff. So yeah, I'm really excited for that. Yeah, it's just my first international trip. Like I'm popping the cherry. DR, here we come. Brian's birthday, so we're gonna be there like the first week of April, and Brian's birthday is actually the week after. So like I kind of want to like make it a time for Brian too, like in his birthday. So I'm really excited. Next topic is the tattoo removal update. You guys, it's been 2 years already. Like let's just wrap this series up, right? So here we are, right? I just wanted to show you guys the tattoo. Okay, so here's the tattoo. You guys should see it pretty well. But yeah, the tattoo is faded, like really faded for the most part. I will show a photo of the first initial photo before we started any treatments, and how thick and bulgy that tattoo was and where we are now. So I'm really proud of like how it looks right now. It's not as bulky, it's not as dark, it's not like a black blob on my back. And I believe I still have 1 session left, if I'm not mistaken. And I just haven't taken the time to actually go for that session, I guess. Yeah, I just wanted to show you guys what that looked like because I haven't filmed any updates on it. A lot of you have been asking me about it. A lot of those laser tattoo removal episodes are very active. Like you guys watch a lot of it. So I know that was super informative and you guys just wanted an update on that. So I just wanted to show you where we're at, how it looks. And that's like, you have to think like this is after, when was the last session? I don't know. I have to look back at the video. It was probably a year ago. Like it was definitely before my wedding, because when I noticed that the reason I was doing this was to remove it for my wedding, and my hair was down and was covering it anyway, so it wasn't really a big fuss. But I'm glad I started the process. But I know for a fact that like when I noticed it was still gonna be there for my wedding, I was like, screw it, I'm not gonna keep attending to it, I'm not gonna keep going, the sessions hurt, why am I gonna still do it, right? But I know I still had sessions left, and I was doing it more so to keep you guys updated with the episodes. So we're talking about over a year later, this is how it looks. And they usually say like, typically after a session, when you wait for a certain amount of time in between another session, the better the ink will kind of fade. And I don't know how true that is, but that's where we are with this. I want to kind of say we're wrapping up that series because like we can always, I think down the line I may reinvest in like actually removing it completely, but with the last session that I know I have left, it's not going to be gone by then. So I definitely think that it's not as dark, like I said, it's not as bulgy, and it's definitely not as raised, because the ink, the lines, all that stuff was like raised and it was like scar tissue. So the laser removal treatments really broke down a lot of that, and I'm grateful still for how it looks in the turnout. So can't really complain. Our next topic is Brian and I recently celebrated our year anniversary. So it's been a whole year that we were married and we had the best wedding anniversary. It was so amazing. Actually, these pampas that are like right here, they're so beautiful. Actually, I'm going to show you guys. These pampas right here are the pampas from my wedding. So the decor that was around the ceremony, the reception, I tried to gather as many pampas, and there's a lot obviously here. Like, they're still so beautiful too. A year later, and those pampas still look amazing. And I love them. Like, they're just amazing. I still have my bouquet. I still have the box with so many, it's like a time travel machine. Like, you look in the box and there's so many things from our anniversary, from our wedding, and just celebrating it. We ate our cake. The cake was still really good. We had a great anniversary. We went to a nice restaurant. We reserved a whole wine cellar at an Italian restaurant. It was so authentic, so cozy, so romantic. They had roses everywhere, and it was a time. It was amazing. We had champagne. Like, the night was just amazing, and Brian loves the restaurant. We go there all the time now, and yeah, it was just so dreamy. The next day we did have more of an eventful day. We went to a museum, and then we had a couples massage. The couples massage was great. Brian didn't like it because they were a little too rough on him, but no, it was really good. The day was good, and we had some great food. We watched our little movie that they made for us. It was just so amazing to like reminisce and just celebrate our year anniversary, a year of marriage, and many more to come. So it was amazing. Kind of like everything that's been going on. So I think I touched on everything. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video came out good. I'm gonna edit it, see how it came out. I was really nervous at first filming this, just trying to get back into the groove of things, but yeah, here we are. And then I'm going to the gym again, so if you aren't following me, like I said, just follow my Instagram. You'll see some videos that I post, some content of my gym workouts, and I'm kind of working out in motivation of the trip for DR, but like, I think all in all, it's been really helping me just getting my body right, my health on track, and it's been feeling great, so I don't want to lose that feeling, obviously. So yeah, it's been really good. I have to make sure I keep going after the trip too. So I just use these trips for motivation to like work out. That's like horrible. It's not even for my health, but all in all, it should be. And so that's what that's the goal. So yeah, it's 9 p.m. I was really trying to get this video out the way because I know a lot of you were messaging me, not for the video, but just like, I think content in general. And I just felt like I wanted to let this video out first before we continued on with 2025, because I was gonna make a 2025 video. Time has just been flying. We're already in March, and March is almost over, and I'm finna be in DR. So I'm excited. If you guys want a vlog, make sure you guys like this video, comment if you want a DR vlog, and let me know so that I can do that. I'm gonna go through the questions really quickly that was said on IG. I didn't have a lot. Like I said, I do need more interactive followers, so girls, make sure you guys follow my IG so that you guys can kind of like ask some questions whenever I post a Q&A for filming, all that fun stuff. Where are they? Oh, okay. All right, so first one. Oh, actually, I think there was only one. No, there was another one. All right, so one of the questions was, how do you balance your work life, gym, being a wife, while also being an entrepreneur? Which we kind of talked about all of that in this video, literally. I get up super early and then start my day like 4:30 a.m. and then I try to utilize that time of day to get the most done. If that makes sense? So I'm going to the gym first thing, come home, make breakfast, work, and then I also make time after work for my husband. We kind of have our time during dinner. Cooking dinner, oftentimes I'll cook in bulk. But yeah, really working on my time management, making sure that I cater to every aspect of my life, because I don't ever want to neglect something in my life, because whatever that may be, there's gonna be like a consequence to it, or like you're gonna notice a change, whether that be not going to the gym, whether that be not spending as much time with my husband, whether that be not fueling my body with the right foods that I should be, you know, meal prepping, you know, all those things. You just want to make sure you time manage, cater to every aspect of your life, because it's important. Like, if you really care about it, you'll attend to it, you'll make time for it, you'll carve out time for it. So I've really been trying to discipline myself, time managing, you know, like really working on that aspect of my life, because I feel like time management is really what was my downfall. Like, but you know, all in all, everything does become a lot. You just have to make sure that you don't overwhelm yourself. You give yourself that time, that self-love, that time to yourself. Read a book, read the Bible, listen to music, just get in your own space for a moment. Like maybe carve out like 30 minutes of your day, or I don't know, like, you know, just make sure that like you're catering to yourself so that you can be present in all areas of your life. But yeah, that's kind of how I balance it. I just try to wake up early, start my day early, and then plan out my days essentially. Like I really try to plan out my days so that like I know what I'm doing every day for the most part. You know, not every single second is planned out, but for the most part my week is like, my weekdays are very like routine, and weekends I make more time for my husband. We spend more time together, spend more time with my dog, you know, spend more time with family or friends, like, you know, things like that. So yeah, that's kind of how I utilize and balance life. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this life update. I know I threw a lot at you guys, so thank you for watching till the end. If you did, make sure you like this video, smash that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed, and comment down below, comment what other videos you would like to see, or like I said, if you're not following my IG, make sure you do, because I did post a poll on what kind of content you want to see. It may be expired by the time this uploads anyway, but thank you so much for watching, and as always, stay blessed and stay tuned. Bye.